What's up, guys?
One more time.
Reinhardt would be cool. The enemies also have someone on them, so whatever.
This team comp is decent. Lucio and Anna has good synergy, the DPS picks are okay, but they could be better. Reinhardt Rotok is okay as well, even though I would personally prefer a D.Va. This nade is completely wasted. I don't even think it healed anyone. In this case, it would have been better to simply throw it into the enemy team and, you know, at least get some ult charge out of it. There's no point in shooting at people that are full HP. It's honestly better if you shoot the enemy Reinhardt shield to at least whittle it down and allow your Rotok to maybe get a pick through it. Who do you plan to sleep dart here? Instead you should have healed the critical HP teammates. But here the nade didn't really do anything, it just hit D.Va's mech. Again, it would have been a lot better if you just shot at the Reinhardt in order to keep him alive. You run away from your team and let them die in order to run around the truck and go to a Reaper who you try to shoot, but you know, it doesn't really do anything. It would have been a lot better if you just stick with your team and healed them, which, you know, is your job. Half your team is dead, the push is over. Don't continue running in, it's better to like go back a little bit and, you know, wait for the rest to come. Why do you hide behind this lantern? It would be a lot better, you know, if you just strafed around and started to duel the soldier. You even had the support by your Pharah, so it would have been an easy kill. The grenade on the McCree right here needs to come a lot earlier.
D.Va on point.
The Pharah does quite a lot with the boost, but you could have probably taken the point even without it. And you could have used that boost to snowball the second point, but I can't really say that for sure, it's just hypothetically here. Right here you heal the Rotok, who is for one healing himself already and he's behind cover, whereas Reinhardt stands without cover in the front lines. He kind of needs your healing a little more than Rotok. The nade right here wouldn't really have done anything, even if it didn't hit the Mei wall. Also, you were way too far pushed up. As Ender, you really need to capitalize on your range. All of this time, you could have stood on the top right, where you started the push with McCree earlier. Okay, this nade is self-explanatory, but you shouldn't have even thrown it in the first place. You could have just healed McCree with your gun. Try not to use your grenade as soon as you see an opportunity. Most of the time you just end up wasting it. Right here you don't seem to see the critical HP Reinhardt to the left. You do it again right here. Even if Reinhardt's shield wasn't up, that grenade wouldn't have really done anything. You were together with a Pharah and a Kree, So he was basically dead anyways, even if you didn't use your grenade. Right here, again, you stand in the middle of the fight. You aren't capitalizing on your range whatsoever. Who do you want to sleep dart here? And even if you hit someone, what would it have done? Even if you hit someone, the person would have been woken up by the Reinhardt immediately. Who are you healing here? Everyone stands behind the Reinhardt shield, and nobody is taking damage. Your shots would have been infinitely better on the enemy Reinhardt shield. All you're doing is wasting time and ammo. Did you really need this nade? You could have just gotten healed by the Lucio, which gave him ult charge and didn't waste your nade. Behind you is a great health pack that you could have used to position yourself, which basically would have made you a 400 HP Ana. Look at the kill feed. If you had survived this, then you and McCree could have carried the fight easily. Right here you just walk around the point without any goal really. You don't see anyone, you have no high ground. Instead you should just like try to go to the high ground with the McCree. I mean, you have more than enough time. Once again, this grenade was completely wasted. It wouldn't have saved anyone's life, and it didn't really give you a kill either. Wow, it would be really nice if you had a grenade and a sleep dart right now against that nano-boosted Reinhardt. Oh, wait. That's a pretty good sleep dart.
Reinhardt sleeping on the right side.
Fucking soldier!
As soon as you see that you're losing the fight, move towards the second point. From the left side, you could have healed just as well, but you would have a better escape plan if something goes wrong, which in this case it does. Also, you had 0 seconds of high ground control, so you don't have any vision, the enemies can just run over you. Also, you lose the point with your ultimate, which is very, very bad. Okay.
Phew. We're only 5.
Right here you say, they're only 5. If they're only 5, then go and nano boost the Reinhardt and kill the other 5. Their soldiers dead, they can't do anything, you can just go in and rape them. You even have your grenade up, there's nothing they can do. See, this is a lot better. You wait with your sleep dart until you really, really need it. Okay. The fight is over, just heal yourself with your grenade to get some extra ult charge. Heal packs don't give you anything. Or, you know, you could just give Lucio the ult charge if you don't have your nade up. The sleep dart game is on point. Here's another boost to Winston. He's a really important target to sleep dart. He's not really that difficult to hit, so there's no point for you to hesitate.
I'm dead.
Alright, here it would have been a lot better to just boost the McCree. He was in a better position and he deals more DPS than Mei. As far as I know, Mei doesn't freeze people quicker when she's nano boosted, and there's no extra movement speed, so she doesn't get any advantage from that. Also, for some reason, you run towards Mei when you nano boost her. You have range. Don't go close range without a good reasoning. Use your scope. With hipfire, you won't really hit the Pharah anytime soon. Right here you stand in the middle of the point. That didn't work in the last rounds, it probably won't work this round. This also limits your vision by a lot, which leads to people dying behind you. You tell them to jump down, but in reality, you should go up to them. Their positioning is a lot better than yours. It would be a lot better to just heal your Reinhardt instead of, trying to sleep the enemy Reinhardt, who just puts his shield up as soon as he sees it, and even if you hit it, he'll just get, woken up immediately. Right here, you had a lot of downtime that you could have used to reposition. Once again, scoping in from this distance is a lot more effective than hip firing. Right here, the Zarya is in a position that you just gave her like that. If instead you stood there, then she would have had to contest that position. Right now, she's just circling you. You wouldn't have died there if you had used the high ground behind you instead. From that position, you could have seen a lot, and the enemies couldn't have overrun you. Again, what is your plan with that sleep dart if it hits someone? Don't you hear the Reinhardt charging behind you? I think every single death on point A by you was in this shitty little room. I could probably make a montage just of that. As Ana, never stand in this room, but always on the high ground to the right. You seem to be really scared of high ground apparently. Right here you stand on the point again. So far on point B, this position killed you all the time. If you die in a position, just don't go there again. Always think about the position you were in after each death and consider if it was a bad position, and if yes, then don't revisit it. The fact that you aren't on high ground makes you an easy target for the enemy graviton surge. Right here, you again shoot at people who are full HP, whereas your shots could have been used on the enemies instead. You should really break this habit. What was the plan with that grenade? It didn't hit anything, and even if it did, it wouldn't have healed anyone. As I said, only use it to save a teammate or to kill someone. Same thing with the sleep dart here. Who are you aiming at? And even if it hit someone, what then? No one could have capitalized on that and gotten a kill out of it. So you didn't save anyone, and you killed no one, which means that your 12-second CD just went out the window. Here you can see what I'm talking about. You tell your team that a soldier is sleeping on the right side. So what? No one can do anything with that sleep dart, and that's not the fault of your teammates.
Soldier sleeping on the right side.
No Shoutout.
Use your scope on the Pharah. Hip fire still doesn't work. Don't wait for your grenade to land until you heal your targets. As soon as you throw it, you can immediately start left clicking. Okay, this is really good because you leave the first point with a nano. This is a really good setup for the second point, especially if you have a Winston to boost.
Okay, we got this. We have 5 ults.
That nade was a complete waste. It didn't even hit him. That's another CD gone.
Nice, we got this, we got this.
Oh!
Do you remember that grenade from earlier? Now would be a really good time to have it. If Winston wasn't so low HP because you need to wait for your grenade, you could have boosted him and just finished right here. Next time, try to not only hit yourself with the nade, but also the tracer that's circling you. She did eventually die, but you know, you could have converted the kill with it. Right here, you throw your grenade on teammates who are full HP, all of them. That nade does nothing, then give them a heal buff, which doesn't give them anything because they can't be healed because they are full HP.
Nice, nice. Nice.
I can't even. Oh god, no. Just look at the chat. Something like this may never happen. You really need to jump in there. He shouldn't switch on Roadhog. Winston is like 3 times better. Okay, right there, you basically lost the point, man. Like, don't let something like this happen. Tell them, no, don't play Roadhog, just go Winston, because with Roadhog you can do a lot of stuff wrong. Okay, I think we can see a pattern here. Again, you're healing people who are completely full HP. Do you hear this? This is a Reaper teleporting right behind you. You could have sleep darted him and killed him, and that pick alone could have given you an opener for the point. Right here, on the other hand, it would have made more sense to support your teammates on the left side instead of shooting at the Reinhardt shield. If you have people to heal, then don't waste your shots on Reinhardt shields. Why does this Symmetra laser have a higher priority than the life of the Lucio in front of you? Okay, so let's try to get to the conclusion, Xoneris. Stop healing targets that are full HP. Try to get more value out of your abilities. Don't just go for blind sleep darts or grenades. You won't have them when you need them. Also try to take advantage of high ground a lot more. And last but not least, if you die in a position, reconsider if that was a good position to begin with. If you manage to fix these mistakes, then your Ana will be a lot better, trust me. My name is Auslax, and I'd like to thank you for learning.